In his first ever NFL action, Tyler Smith was an absolute superstar. And in week 2, he pretty much showed the same flashes. Let's jump right into it with this first clip. Tyler Smith is going to jump set this play, which is interesting because every other guy does not jump set this. Now, if you don't realize what I'm talking about, if you guys really focus in on Tyler Smith, instead of vertically setting, which is what every other guy is doing, Tyler Smith actually goes forward and makes contact with number 99. Smith actually is the one that initiates this contact, especially when you slow it down. It's very noticeable. As the ball gets snapped, every other offensive lineman goes backwards. Smith goes forward. He punches number 99. And I don't know if this was something the Cowboys wanted to test. Maybe they looked at it like, hey, we can do this to take advantage of number 99. He's a quick guy. Obviously, there were some joint practices. They probably went up against this guy multiple times. Either way, it is kind of interesting. Just wanted to point it out. I don't know if this is something that will translate when week 1 comes around. Maybe Tyler Smith, when he takes on guys like Aaron Donald, or when he takes on these other superstar pass rushers, maybe he's going to jump set them to really get them off balance. Either way, it was kind of interesting. Let's get into clip 2. This play, in my opinion, is teach tape for Tyler Smith. You know, the guy's so powerful. The guy moves people, and he's just a beast when it comes to making contact with people. But if you guys watch this in slow motion, look at how high Tyler Smith is out of his stance. Like, it is very clear that this defensive tackle is lower than Smith, and he has his chest plates controlled. Number 99 does a great job punching Smith. Now, one of the interesting parts of this play is as number 99 makes contact, and he's trying to push Smith back, Smith, even though he's in a worse position, ends up actually making the defensive tackle go back the other way. Like, Smith is so strong, he literally pushes the defensive tackle back 1 yard. And of course, he does step on his center's foot, and he does fall because of that. Regardless, the left tackle ends up losing, as you guys will see here in this play. And because of the fact that the left tackle loses, that defensive end, number 94, ends up making the play. So Tyler Smith's block doesn't really matter. But the part of him being high, again, is teach tape. And I think that's very important as you look at the reps with some of these guys. With that being said, let's get into literally the very next play. This is 2nd and 13. They lost 3 yards on the last play. And I want you guys to watch Tyler Smith do a fan-freaking-tastic job. This is why Tyler Smith was a first-round pick. The guy understands blocking angles. And I think people underestimate, as an offensive lineman, how important it is for you to be able to just get to your block and know where to step, know the angles to take. In this play right here, Tyler Smith does a great job getting to the inside. He gets out of his stance, and he literally seals off number 99. Like, the running back gets this and runs it right behind Tyler Smith and the center. Without Smith's block right here, this play does not pick up the amount of yards it does. Now, it doesn't pop for a massive amount of yards, but it still picks up like 5 yards. So this is still a pretty solid play, and you can credit this to Tyler Smith doing a great job on this play. That's what I want to see. Blocking angles, very important. Tyler Smith gets it. Let's get into the next clip. Here's something that, in my opinion, Tyler Smith has started to realize. If you guys watched my last video of the Dallas Cowboys, it was kind of the scrimmage video. We talked about Khalil Mack, and I don't remember who the defensive tackle was. They ran a stunt. They ran a defensive line game on Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith, and they did not process it. And it was specifically Tyler Smith that did not process it. But in this play right here, you guys are seeing that Tyler Smith is going to do a great job. He's going to pick up the defensive tackle, number 99. Number 99 is going to slant towards the center. Smith is going to pass that guy off. He's going to pass him off to the center. As you guys see, this guy is trying to get to the inside, and they have this linebacker that's trying to come around to the outside. They are running this defensive line game with the linebacker coming on a blitz. And if you really focus in on Smith, he's going to pass that defensive tackle off to the center. He gets his head to that defensive end. He picks him up. He picks up number 94. Now, the left tackle doesn't do as good of a job picking up his guy. His guy ends up getting a free shot on the quarterback. But Tyler Smith does a great job. This is called mental processing. The ability to see things live, react, switch with guys when you need to. Mental processing. This is a big thing I did not see with Smith last week. Even during the scrimmage, we saw some clips of him losing, but it looks like he may have gotten it down. Either way, it's a nice play. Let's go ahead and get into the next clip. Easily, Tyler Smith's biggest asset is his run blocking. The guy's explosive. He punches well. He gets after it. He moves people. Now, this is a little bit harder to see because of the angle it is. It's not the coach's tape, We do have access to that, and I do plan to do an all 22 film breakdown. So if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. But watch how him and the center absolutely demolish this nose. You guys see it right there. Him and the center are going to move this guy. And look at how far they're moving this guy. This guy has no shot. That right there is a nice block, especially when you're playing a 3-4 as the Chargers are here. Right? 3 defensive linemen, 2 outside linebackers, 2 inside linebackers. They're playing a base 34 defense, and the nose can't be moved. And Tyler Smith moves his ass, man. That's a great freaking block. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep. This is easily my favorite play because I don't think people realize this play right here. I'll let you guys watch it in its entirety or most of the play. Number 23 pops this for a massive gain right here. About 16, 17 yards on this play. And what people don't realize is watch the beast left guard turn. I said this a little bit earlier on. Blocking angles are pivotal. And this is why. Look at Tyler Smith. He turns number 95 and he gets his butt to the point where only the running back knows where to go, right? Like the running backs want to see these things. In fact, we even have the backside angle on this. Smith is going to fight this guy and he's going to end up hooking him. And the running back is able to get out and then boom, he's going to cut this basically through that lane right there. And if Tyler Smith does not do what he does on this play does not hit. This is a great job right here by number 73. Look at that turn right there. He seals him off. That's a great freaking block. I know some people already posted this on Twitter and said this is a hold right here. That is not a hold at all. You know, your hands are always going to move and it may look like a hold, but unless the defensive lineman tries to pull away, it's not a hold. In fact, this is just a great block, and this may be the best block I've seen of Tyler Smith in his entire preseason so far. This type of blocking is not easy. I know some people will say that's, you know, it's a good offensive lineman are able to do this. Keep in mind, Smith's in his second ever NFL game, and he's doing a great job with his blocking angles. As a former guard, this is such a beautiful sight to see right here. Let's go ahead and get into the next clip. Literally the very next play, you're going to see Tyler Smith once again. He's going to take on this defensive lineman. I believe the defensive lineman is in a 3 technique. It is kind of hard to see from this angle, but Smith is going to move him. As you guys see Smith make contact with him, he pushes him outwards, and the running back runs this right on the inside hip of that left guard, Tyler Smith, and he demolishes this guy at the end here, poor guy. But this is a really nice job by Smith. Once again, he's going to push out this defensive lineman. As you guys see it, the running back sees his butt right there, which means the running back understands that his run gap is right on the inside hip. And of course, he gets right through the gap. But this play does not work without Tyler Smith pushing his guy out. That's a great job once again. And you know what's crazy is most people would not give the success of this play right here to Smith or even the last play. But these plays are 100% created by Tyler Smith. The fact that he is moving his guy, that's a beautiful block right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep. Alrighty guys, jumping right into this next clip. Tyler Smith is basically going to block down on this defensive lineman who is in the 2-eye technique, which is the inside shade of that left guard. Now Smith does technically get pushed back, as you're going to see in this play, but that only looks like it from this blocking angle. Smith actually isn't being pushed back. What he's actually doing is he's sealing off the lane. And again, it might not look like it from this blocking angle, but he does a great job. Smith understands the scheme. He understands the concept. They need 1 yard. So what Smith's going to do is he's going to just seal off, put his butt towards the running back, make sure the running back knows where that lane is. Again, it looks like he's being pushed back, but instead he's doing a great job sealing off. It's basically the same thing that all of these other guys here, the right guard and right tackle, are doing. Even this guy over here, although I think that's the right tackle, they're basically sealing off. And keep in mind, they're once again running this off of the outside hip this time of Tyler Smith. That's 3 back-to-back plays that they are running off the hip of Tyler Smith. Tell me, is Tyler Smith not a beast at run blocking? This is absolutely a great job. Let's get into the next clip. After picking up the first down, they play action and threw the football. But on second down, they're going to get right back into running. And guess what they do? They call it right behind Tyler Smith. And they're once again going to score a touchdown on this play. Here it is from the, it's a closer angle. Smith once again just moves his guy, and the running back ends up running off the outside hip of Smith, and he scores a touchdown. Pretty good leverage. The defensive tackle does have Smith locked out. He has both of those arms right on Smith's chest plates. Isn't terrible because Smith is blocking down technically, if that makes sense. So what that means is Smith just needs to make sure he sealed the guy off. Power run, power football, fantastic play. Let's get into the next rep. Alrighty guys, jumping right into the next rep. 2nd and 8, obviously the next drive. Check this play out by Tyler Smith and tell me what you guys think about Smith. His guy clearly makes the play, number 95. I'll slow it down. You guys can see that Smith's guy is going to make the play here, number 95. What do you guys think? There he is, makes the play. Is this Tyler Smith's fault? Is this a bad block? The answer to that question is actually a really good block. In fact, if this running back read this play better, I think this play once again hits. Think about this play right now. Tyler Smith has sealed off number 95. Like, Smith has his butt to a certain spot, and the running back just needs to find the lane. Either you cut it right through here. If that doesn't work based off of where this guy right here is, then you cut it before and you cut it outwards. Either way, Tyler Smith has number 95 sealed off. But as you guys are going to see this, the running back runs it right into number 95. I'm not sure why he does this, but he literally runs it right into number 95. Again, I think a better running back either cuts this quicker to the inside or bounces this to the outside. I think bouncing it would have made more sense. Again, I think Tyler Smith does a pretty solid job here. But you guys let me know what you guys think about this play. Tyler Smith, in my opinion, had so many dominant run blocks. And he did have a false start. Go ahead and look at it. He gets out of his stance a little too quick here. Not 100% sure what happens. If you had the audio on, you guys would be able to hear that the quarterback does try snapping it. Maybe he's trying to do a hard count. Maybe he panics because this guy comes and lines up right over the top of him. Maybe he feels a little antsy, but he does jump. And he does get the 5-yard penalty on this play. Either way, not a major deal in my opinion, but it is still a penalty. As you guys know, the offense did not come back on the field after this play right here, at least for the first half. And it does look like Tyler Smith did not take any more reps after the first half. Understandably so. You don't want your superstar left guard to get hurt. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. This was a longer video than last week's video. Last week's video was like 4 minutes long. This one, there's more talking. It's a long format video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video as opposed to the shorter videos. I know in this video, we kind of get into it a little bit more. Now, I don't have the coach's film. I wanted to kind of do this as the game kind of ended. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the longer format. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.